Sorry, someone said no audio. I forgot I was muted. I'm so sorry. I'm retarded. It's been a day, guys. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's all muted. Okay. It's fixed. My bad. I was muted. So what I was going to say is, yes, I am officially retired. I'm out of the military. I'm done. I'm no longer on terminal leave or anything like that. After a lot of study and stress, I passed the final exam to get my license to sell insurance today. Congratulations, Anna. I'm going to go with Anna. Yeah, I'm officially out. How's civvy life? I mean, I don't know. So far, so good. The VA, I had a very different experience than a lot of people at the VA. My personal experience was quite good, in all honesty. Just tried tres leches for the first time ever when I have a wife and she makes that for me. She's getting an intercept on a higher level. We have 22 behind closed doors. Dude, I told you, tres leches, fire. It's phenomenal, man. Southpaws for buff.
Well, you know, sometimes people are just a little bit retarded.
From Wisconsin, how you doing? Thank me for my cervix. It's Brandon Herrera is the real one we got to thank for this. What's up from Germany? I was supposed to go be potentially a guest speaker at a battalion ball. I got to get my passport. I have my military one, but I need a civilian one, so got to find that.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
You're not stupid, you're a former soldier.
Unlawful Zergling, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a former soldier. It still doesn't quite feel like I don't feel different. It's a good thing to kind of be able to make my own path. On that note, y'all got $5. I'm just kidding. So the kid, the B-2 Apache and F-35 all got either stare or fly over Putin in Alaska. I didn't see the Apache, but I did see the B-2 and F-22s. Which, yes, I'm going to be making jokes about that. 100,000%. Chop the tres leches with chocolate sauce. That's not bad. What is it called? It's like Hispanic caramel. Oh, what they normally top it with. It's oh my God, my brain keeps on wanting to say pico de gallo, and I know that's wrong. Am I going to be part of the Geneva Suggestions Tour? At least one location, yes. I don't know if I'm allowed to say which location, but I will be at least one location. Am I still planning on usage of things? What do you mean? Just so I understand. Time for the devil's lettuce. I may have had a gummy last night at like midnight to kind of celebrate. And I may or may not have stopped giving a fuck about everything. It was great. There's always so much noise inside my head. I mean, I got it. The running joke is like the characters, and I get it. But like in between my ears, I'm always thinking about like, I got to do this. I got to handle this. What about this? You know, let's take care of this. I got to, it's just always so much noise. So I couldn't give a fuck about anything. It was, we need an Abrams tank character. I've used the Abrams before, but I definitely need to use him more. I live an hour away from the only main base for the Growler. No shit. Wibbly Island. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Wibbly. I don't know if I say that right. Navy rejected them, moved them to California. Can I get a hell yeah? Of course you can get a hell yeah. HLC, grats on being jobless. Why doesn't Ray or GIE hire contracts to teach and use the missiles they make? They do. They do have a few of those. They're referred to as FSRs. I don't know what that stands for exactly, but they exist. As for me, I'm tired of punching the time card, and I'm gonna do this because I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy making people smile and laugh, and it's very rewarding to me. And if it stops being a sustainable lifestyle, then I'll figure out where I'm going next. I'm not one of those people that I kind of sit on my hands and like, well, this better work or else. That's not me. A bit of a character advice for Mexico. The rest of the country hate Mexico City. It's like New York and California had a baby. Really? The rest of the country hates Mexico City. I'm learning things. What do I plan to do now? You're looking at it. This is it. Congrats, HLC. PS kid. Look out my window and Franklin has 50 raccoons bowing down to him. He's holding a massive chicken nugget. Free the kid. Listen, I don't take it personal when he does things on his own. The man's a little bit of an entrepreneur and you leave him be. It's supposed to post as Angie B, but it didn't. Oh, okay. I remember Angie B. What's up? Final super chat from me today. Make the UK Arab. I did it once. I did it in one episode, like just for a split second to just, I mean, it's a good joke. It's a solid joke. Welcome to Fort Couch. I'm hoping so, man. I want to relax, but that's not the person that I am. So I'm going to go, daily vids now. Yay, bro. I'm struggling to keep up. Congrats on the retirement. There's a beer too. Question for you. Do you think the Air Force could wipe off Russia and China without nukes? Russia, okay, so 1v1 on each of those? Most likely. Russia alone, 100%. Both of them together, it gets a little bit more murky. Maybe not. I don't know. Bro, grew that beard out quick. I'm trying. I got to go get it trimmed. It's already getting pretty lengthy for me. Have I seen Conference? No. Oh, wait, you talking about the conference with Vladimir Putin and President Trump? I have not. It's on my, it's one of the things I have to do. It's just today I was down with the VA. I had 5 VA appointments, and then I drove back up here. And honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, a family support structure is so incredibly important. Because, so I haven't gotten my going away gift from my last unit. I paid for it. Still haven't gotten it. I keep on getting told, yeah, it's coming. I still haven't gotten my retirement certificate. So for me, I don't feel like I can close that chapter on my life yet. And I don't know if that makes sense. So that's kind of where I'm at. ADHD confirmed? Yeah. Have you not heard my characters arguing with each other? I'm fucking with you, Shades of Midnight. I appreciate it. Congrats on my unemployment status. Yeah, I want to just be a fucking loser, man. Though thought on China's latest blunder in the South China Sea, fucking hilarious. Because this is the thing. Obviously, one of the ships was right on their tail. I think the other one was trying to cut him off somehow, and just the second you realize they were outmaneuvering you, you should have peeled off. But that's my own opinion.
I'd intercept
DK,
Welcome to the civilian world.
thank you so much, DK. I really appreciate it, man. So far the VA has been really, really good to me. I went and they knocked out all my appointments. They were caring, they were kind. I had a really good experience. That tells me 2 things. One, potentially, the VA has been getting so much heat and flack that maybe they're making a change for the better, which is great. Number 2, it could be that some VA places are better than others. Does that make sense? Oh, my chat stopped. It's not working. Fuck it. I don't care. Did I do the double thing again? I don't know how it happens. I literally just click the thing and I don't know why it does it. Wolfram, my bad. How hard was it for the kid to hold off attacking Putin when he and the B2 did their flyover today? You have no idea. It was actually much easier than you think. Because he's not something I should intercept. He's a manlet who looks like a fucking thumb. I don't know. That's just off the top of my head, the jokes that I got. Congrats on the official being out. I was also I live 10 minutes from where the A10's mics are made. Ooh.
I'd intercept me.
Extra 50 just cause LOL.
DK, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. You guys don't have to do these donations, but I mean, they're absolutely appreciated. And when I get to do things like when we all together sent money down to the Cajun Navy to take care of those people down in Texas, that made me feel really good. That we're in a position, as a community, we can come together and do that for somebody else. That is the biggest reward in this whole thing, is that I'm now in a position that I can affect the change that I really want. So I know canards are gay. Well, so we don't need to read the rest. I'm just kidding. Which plane is less gay, Eurofighter or the Raphael? I don't know how to pronounce that. Also, happy retirement. Thank you so much for the happy retirement. I would say the Eurofighter is less gay just because I really do like the Eurofighter. If I had to pick a foreign jet that was like non-aggressor to be my favorite, it would be the Eurofighter Typhoon. It's a good looking jet. It really is. Hi, Knox. Do you want a treat? You weren't in here. He was going to get his dinner. Good boy. Good boy. Let me see. Saw that you've been more opinionated in your last 2 vids. Yay. What changed since I criticized you for not being opinionated? You said that it's business. So I do have my own personal opinions, but I also try to portray each of my characters as if it were their opinion. So, and I realize that that's kind of my way of separating the art from the artist, if that makes sense.
You heard about the new Alien TV show that just premiered, and check out that YouTube video I recommended to you.
I have not seen the YouTube video you recommended to me, and there's an alien. Oh, like alien. No, I've not seen that. Knox is drinking all of the water behind me. I can hear him just slurping it down. What advice do I have for a 12-year sailor headed to instructor duty? I will tell you, being an instructor is both the most rewarding and the most frustrating job you will ever have. I loved being an instructor. But here's the thing. Anyone, you can take, and you asked me the right question, man. You can take a slideshow and tell an NCO or a leader to give that slideshow. And you have 2 different ways of delivering that information. One that is going to help soldiers and or sailors retain that information because you're passionate, you're logical, and you tie it to a real world thing. That's what I did. Is when I went through all of my POI, point of instruction, as we call it in the Army, I went through every last little thing. And I was like, how do I tie this to something important so that it drives the point home? And then you have the other person who is death by PowerPoint. So you can choose how much you want them to retain from that. I had, aside from one class, every single one of my classes gave me like the highest marks. They're like, man, Sergeant Long is such an awesome instructor. Like, he really cares about the information. He uses real world experience. Like, I love it.
I'd intercept me.
Old news, kinda, but I seriously lost faith in humanity when I found out the woman suing the Blue Angels cause she thought their flyover killed her cat.
I know that people were like protesting because of how loud they were, but I didn't know a woman was suing them because they killed her cat. I'm going to kind of put that in my notes because there's jokes to be made there. Let me get all this other stuff out of here. All my old notes from my last video. Because that's comedy gold right there. But yeah, dude, instructor duty can be the most rewarding and frustrating job you've ever had. Welcome to the veteran phase of the Matrix. I'm trying, man, and so far it's not bad. Like, the pain level is the same as when I was in. So there's that, but overall, not bad. Invader Kush, thank you so much. A double launch stream, I super chatted the wrong one and you're showing chat for the wrong one. God, I don't know how to fix that without shutting down the whole stream.
Would you intercept me?
I'm so sorry.
I'd intercept me.
Well, my Green Bay Packers during the preseason game got their shit rocked by the Jets. The fucking Jets, the one NFL team that currently has the longest playoff drought. They haven't made the playoffs since 2010 and we lost 10-30. How? Just how?
I don't pay attention a whole lot to sports. I'm kind of like my wife, like my brother-in-law. He was going to a preseason game and she couldn't think of the word. It was fucking hilarious. She's like, he's watching pre-football. One of the funniest things I've ever heard come out of a human. But yeah, I don't pay a whole lot of attention. UP Railroad, thank you for your service. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to get, oh, it did that thing again where it just jumps down. I'm like way behind. Greetings from Little European Texas. We got Polish in the house. Getting some horns. It's phonetically T. Mon. I know I'm Polish. Names are weird here. Wait. Timon? Man, dude. Well, thank you so much as well. Bring in Apache, Viper, and the HH-60 from the U.S. Air Force. I'm unfamiliar with the HH-60. You mean UH-60? Well, UH-60 is the Black Hawk, isn't it? CH-53 is the Chinook. Man, I'm HH-60. I'll take a look at it. Good evening, HLC, and congratulations on being promoted to civilian. In an earlier stream, I mentioned the Mark 58 Craw. If you need more info, ask. I was on the receiving end of one in testing, and it's spooky. The Mark 58... Yeah, you talked about the Mark 58 because I talked about the Mark 41 VLS and the Mark. Let me just double check into that. I might have talked about it before in a video, but I can't remember. We'll be doing some Googling. We traded 8,760 nuggets for parts of the island. God damn it! The YF-23 is trying everything in his power to get off the island of unfinished projects. Mrs. Fox says, hello, sir. Grab a beer on me. Oh, is that like Foxy? Oh, glad to see y'all are doing good. I hope everything's going well for y'all. Anybody going to bet HLC ending up in the reserve or guard within a year or two? No, they can't do it. I'm medically retired. I'm done. They can't even take me back if they wanted to. I mean, I'm sure like if a war broke out, they'd be like, hey, can you come instruct? So I don't know. Thank you for your service. Kid got to see Trump and Putin up close, bro. I saw that and I was like, and of course on Twitter, being the shit poster I am, I made the joke like breaking for the first time ever. Vladimir Putin gets a 5th gen aircraft flyover. Unfortunately, none of them were his, which I thought was a great joke. And so far the response has been pretty good. Hello from Kentucky. How you doing? From Norway. Y'all know I'm just a fucking idiot on the internet, right? Y'all know I'm just a fucking goober. Someone's saying communism 3 times. I don't know if he'll pop up. He's pretty busy. He hasn't even responded to my text messages all day. Laughing Buff's voice because he was best, and thoughts on Chat GPT as a close friend diary. I don't know if I would be putting personal information out there into a AI database, but up to you. Can I stream on Wednesday because that's your birthday? Wednesday, I live by my calendar, guys. If my calendar disappears, I'm fucked. I don't know if I can stream on Wednesday. I do have a couple of appointments and things like that going on that day. And Wednesdays my videos get pushed on YouTube. So I won't be making one that night. I'll be making one Thursday morning. Maybe. I don't want to guarantee anything. Angel KK, thank you so much. Do I plan on using my GI Bill? Also, get your bennies. Bennies? What do you mean bennies? But my GI Bill, yes. I do plan on going to college, probably for a history degree. The only reason that I plan on getting a degree, I understand degrees are kind of like they can be pointless nowadays, but the main reason I want to get one is because God forbid this falls through. Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman have all offered me jobs, but their prerequisite is I need a degree. So that's why I plan on getting a degree. They're like straight up, like Northrop, an engineer told me, he's like, you can get a degree in underwater basket weaving. It doesn't fucking matter. Does not matter what you do. We will hire you. I was like, cool. Heard my voice for 1-year-old, instantly got happy. That's awesome.
Hey, little one, you paid attention? I'm the one who says the racist stuff. You don't need to use that word racist. That's more of a grown-up word.
The video I recommended being the KBL video about the Christmas bullet. No, or BPL video about the Christmas bullet. No, I have not seen that. Guys, I jumped out of bed this morning, put on my clothes, and hopped in the truck because they needed fasting blood labs down in El Paso. So I shot down there, did it, then inhaled some coffee, and then knocked out like all the rest of my appointments. It was nuts. Secretly, it was Franklin that took out the cat. Checks out. That checks out. Please read your... Oh my gosh. Mrs. Linecrosser. Yes, dear? Okay, I'll take a look. Thank you. I just got to that question. Yeah. Okay, I'll put my phone on. Okay, I'll let him know. All right, love you, bye. So you say, please read my last question. Mrs. Linecrosser took a screenshot of it to help me out. Hello, my mom. My mom and I watch your videos all the time. Scary all the time is really like, I feel like, wait, hold on. Hello, hi. My mom and I watch your videos all the time. Scary all the time really is like, I feel that China or West Taiwan, but is there a chance you'll make a Buff and Kid t-shirt? I haven't made one with them together. Maybe. I do have a lot of Buff shirts right now. And I have a lot of kids shirts. I really want to get an F-35 shirt, and I'm brainstorming another one that I think you guys will really enjoy. But if you go on over to bunkerbranding.com and then just like click influencers, still don't like that word, then you find me, boom, and everything's in there. Shirts, hats, stickers, patches, dick rings. I'm just kidding. The last one, they're still on back order. Inspecting inside a Max while listening to live. You're inside a Max? All I'm saying is make sure the doors are bolted on tight, homie. Alexander Jensen Spots, thank you so much. Am I going to have a retirement party with the Unsub crew? That would be kind of fun. I'll let him know. Be like, hey, I want to have a retirement party. We should do that and videotape it. I did invite the Unsub and kind of consensual crew. They're busy at the time, but I got invited to a range day out here in New Mexico that's like for veterans. And so I'm going to go. Unfortunately, it's invite only, or else I'd let you guys know, like, hey, this is where I'll be on this day. It's invite only. But I did invite the guys from Man vs. Morning, Tackett and Nolan and Jake. So we'll see if they want to come on down. Plushie. It's all, dude. Mrs. Linecrosser, can you like message them about the plushie? Because last thing I said is how long does it take until we can get the order here stateside? So happy retirement from Beans on Toast. Well, it's so glad you're here and would bless me with your presence. And thank you for the £1.99. I don't know if pence is right. Do you guys use cents? I don't know, man. I've only been there twice. I passed through London Heathrow. A very interesting cultural experience, I will tell you that much. The Chinook is the CH-47. UH-53 was the Huey. Are you sure? I'm like 99% sure the Huey was the UH-1. I mean, I'm okay with being wrong. I just want to make sure. It's actually surprising. I thought most military people love sports. Well, now that you're retired, you can choose at least professional one team to root for. Go team, go sports. Yeah, I know a lot of people in the military love sports, just never been my jam. I will also tell you that in my entire time in the military, and some of you who are vets in here are going to really struggle with this, I never learned how to play spades. There's going to be some of y'all that like immediately unsubscribe from me when you hear that, but I never learned how to play spades. Spades is like an army tradition, but I never learned how to play it. Yeah. UH-1 Iroquois, aka Huey. Okay. When we're getting the PA Poseidon as a character, the radar that all subs fear, even ours. The B-2 flyover of Putin is great. Yeah, that is 100,000% going in my next video. Need your opinion on the F-15 with canards, the short takeoff and landing. I haven't made those jokes yet. I did make the jokes about when Buff had canards. He said it was a phase. And on a personal note, I don't want the characters to hear this, which is kind of impossible. I don't think the short takeoff and landing F-15 looks that bad. I don't. We're using the parts to get the FB-22 running. Goddamn. Oh, Mrs. HLC is here in chat. Oh, let me see. Am I going to go to the same college as a fat electrician for the same history degree? No. I'm probably, tentatively NMSU, because I'm right here next to NMSU. And I checked on the VA website, and my GI Bill will cover 100% of tuition. So It's not bad. If I do, let's please recommend Aliens Dark Descent. I mean, I can take a look at some stuff. Love your videos and love your take on the news. Your voices are the best to me. HLC. Thank you so much, Kermit Frog. Did Mrs. HLC say something? Terry Crews and Kentucky Ballistics together on Unsubscribed Podcast, or Scott has to eat a whole eggplant. Let the campaign spread. Dude, I think it would be, I mean, again, just so you guys know, I am frequent on the unsub. I am very close with all those guys. They're all amazing people. I have no control over who they invite to the podcast. So I'm sorry, guys. Like right now, my left like mustache hairs and like chin hairs are just like, let's go in this dude's mouth. It's driving me nuts. Just my head canon, frankly, is really 3 Marines in a trench coat. That's actually kind of funny. Can I really not call you a plop on YouTube? It worked for you. Somebody did a super chat like a week ago, and they were like, they're like, I had to change it because I couldn't call you a plop. I didn't try it myself. I just go over to bunker. Wink, wink. Yeah. I'm aiming to enlist in the Navy as a Civvy. I have a lot of respect for Civvies, man. Do I have any good bonkers experiences with them? Civvies, they just be building shit. And I don't really have a whole lot to compare it to because like I did very minimal work with like the Army Corps of Engineers. I think I saw them building while I was at Task Force Picket, but when I was in Afghanistan, we had Civvies. And Civvies will literally keep filling HESCO baskets and putting up T-walls while bullets are coming at them. And like, they're so nonchalant about it. They're like, hey, we're going to just drive this way. You should like deal with those guys. It's a very funny thing to see CBs like in their element. So I've had nothing but good experiences with them. I really like CBs. Building shit in a combat zone. That's just what CBs do. You're a wing QA, not a fuselage QA. Oh, okay. Has Boeing had any wing issues? I think they had an engine issue. Just want to check my messages because my... Oh, man. Okay. HLC... Oh, hang on. In the 90s, the DoD approved funded a gay bomb. You know what? I'm going to say it. Someone rang the doorbell. The gay bomb. Knox, stop it. Knox. The gay bomb must have been dropped on Russia. I'm sorry. Was supposed to be a chemical weapon to cause soldiers to fraternize. Do you think it had canards? I can guarantee with at least 80% accuracy that the gay bomb had canards. Cherish your wife. My girlfriend cheated on me with another guy in my bed, burning the mattress and drinking right now. Looking forward to more vids. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I will tell you, the bucket dealer, it is great to have a trial marriage. My first one ended in flames. I wish my ex all the best in her future endeavors, but if I never heard a word from her again, it would be too soon. I have no interest in what she's doing in life. I have no interest in what is happening in her life. I did no clue. Don't care. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know, there are good and bad people out there. I'll tell you, I don't know what it is. I don't know how it works. But little inside hint, Marshall's is like base camp for basic white bitches. I don't know what it is, man. Walk into a Marshall's and just look confused. You know how women are like, I'm going to just go into a Home Depot and look like I don't know what I'm looking for. And that's how they want to pick up dudes? Fucking flip the script. Homie, go into a Marshall's and look around confused. But no, I'm glad you're doing okay. I mean, it's unfortunate that happened to you, man, but I'm glad you're here and I'm glad that my videos can help you. And Knox just knocked over the gate. In your opinion, across the entire U.S. military arsenal, how much would you estimate we underreport the capabilities of various weapon systems? None in particular, just what you think. %50 or greater. And I wish that would, no, that's about 40%. Okay. 40 to 50%. Our capabilities are 40 to 50% greater than we report them as. 3011. Thought it was 35. I'm going off of my personal experience and what is out there in the world and what I know is the real numbers. And I would just have to say 40 to 50%, somewhere in there. Happy retirement from Finland. You know, I would love to go up to Finland. Y'all get the Northern Lights there, don't you? I hope you do. Here, go get an ice cream or a drink on me. Can you drop some obscure Patriot factoids? Okay, that's okay. All right. So when we engage a missile, it is different than engaging an aircraft, and we have certain methods of fire. One of these methods of fire is referred to as salvo, where you fire 2 missiles. I can't tell you how far apart they are or anything else like that, right? And that gives us the highest probability of kill on an incoming threat. So this is a bit of a theoretical here. So the theoretical is, let's say you're a pilot coming at me and my system says you're a missile, and I'm convinced through whatever reasons that you are in fact a missile, and I fire at you. And let's say you have a really, really good radar that detects the launch and something closing with you, or your RWR starts screaming or whatever, and you decide you're going to eject. That's great. There's also this background process that I don't know if I can say what the acronym is of it, but ultimately it's just high range clutter mitigation. So when you hit a missile, obviously debris goes everywhere, right? Well, my system, being as smart as it is, looks through the debris and tries to find additional warheads. That's the way the system works. So as it's looking through, sometimes it finds the largest object with the heaviest amount of drag, which theoretically could be a pilot in a chair. Shouldn't have acted like a missile. That's all I'm saying. Like, they shouldn't have acted like a missile. Start checking out 40K. I have the book. I haven't had any time to read it. Usually I read when I'm on like traveling, and I haven't traveled since I picked up the book. So is it a war crime? I didn't choose to shoot at the pilot. I chose to shoot at the threatening object. The system did what the system does. So sometimes foreheads look like warheads. Exactly. See? So there's some random obscure Patriot factoids. It's not supposed to happen, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know of any time that it did happen. However, theoretically it could. So, yeah. Also, most people don't realize that our radars are powerful enough to look through a debris field for additional warheads. That's like a day one shit. You're not going to find that in the S300, 400, or 500. I'm sorry. You're just not. Same thing with the fucking Brahmos and I don't know what the fuck the new one is that Iran unveiled that got fucking smoked. Limited edition life-size buff plush. Yes, I'm insane. Life-size. We'll call it the retirement plush because it'll cost $1 million to purchase. Are we glassing Moscow tomorrow? I don't know. Oh man, I got way behind. Canada, your head is on fire. That is true. Canada's having a rough time. My mom and I really like You're Buffing the Kid. My favorite plane is the A-10. Thank you for your service and free time to make the videos you make. Thank you so much. I do need to feature the A-10 a little bit more, especially now that he's, according to the interwebs, the A-10 is actually getting retired. And they're replacing it with the F-35. Which one's the short takeoff and landing one? Is it the B?
Would you intercept me?
Congratulations on retirement. Best of luck for your future.
Congrats on retirement. Best of luck for your future. You might lose a few viewers. China gotta find a new channel for military updates.
I still know enough about stuff. No, it's okay. I appreciate it, Wesley. First live stream, love the content. Quick question, will I ever be expanding in your characters to more armored vehicles, and some gun content would be awesome. Happy retirement. Regards from Dude, South Africa, I'm so sorry. I would love to feature you guys more, but that accent, it vexes me. And I'm a huge Titanfall fan, and what's his name? Well, the bad guy in Titanfall, he's South African, and I just can't get it. Dude, that's the one that thing vexes me. So I do want to expand to armored vehicles. It's a matter of like doing the voices and the characters. I have started experimenting with voice changers a little bit. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in some of my videos. So pretty excited about where it could go. Blisk. There you go. Somebody wrote it. Blisk. Haven't watched the news yet. Oh, I already read that one. When did Sean Ryan grow a beard? I look like Sean Ryan ate Sean Ryan, okay? Like I'm fat Sean Ryan. And you know what's funny is he posted a thing. He's like, who should I invite on the show? And I was like, hey, I look like you, except I'm fat. What's up? And like a bunch of people tagged him and I never got a response. So it's fine. You plop. It works for you. What happened? Because somebody like 2 weeks ago said they could not put plop in a super chat. So was it a patch? I don't know what's going on. When going to school, look into chapter 31. All right. I'll take a look. Happy retirement. Dude, if you have a P.O. box, let me know so I can send you a green package, courtesy of my company who loves your content. That's my game plan here in the next week. I've just been so against, like, under the gun trying to get everything done. I don't know if you guys noticed, we launched a habitually fat YouTube channel today. Yep, it's there. It exists. It has one video right now. Fen is working on trying to get things fixed. Minecraft in Afghan basically is the CB. Yeah, that's fair. CBs be like that. But yeah, I want to get a PO box here soon. I'm going to work on it. Canards are gay, but they're also very good for high maneuverability and energy retention. If you have fly-by-wire, so cool. Gay like Freddie Mercury. I don't know enough about aerodynamics in general to see the benefit versus drawback of canards, but I also understand why American aircraft don't have them. We pretty much when we transitioned to the F-14 Tomcat, which I can't remember what plane was before that, but when we transitioned to the F-14, the US's mentality kind of changed. It's like, okay, we don't need to be good at dogfights. We need to win the fight before they even know we're there. And that was like the mental shift. Don't get me wrong. The F-16 is still a fucking scary dogfighter. Hell, even the A-10's got some serious turning capabilities. Just slow and can't climb for shit. Weapons is going to lose his mind, but it's the truth. Congrats on retirement. Thank you so much, the Field Mob. Have I influenced anyone lately like AC did? No, but I tell you right now, if you guys keep going ham on, what is it called? Tony Gonzalez, he might get influenced, man. I feel bad for the guy sometimes. Idea for a State of Mind episode: the time Desert Storm Navy S-3 Viking dropped its refueling pod while bombing an Iraqi patrol boat. I'm unfamiliar with this incident. I will look into it. I realized, like, my State of Mind stuff, I need to really focus more on, like, obscure, like, military history rather than just random America history. It was actually Weapons who suggested the EF-111 Aardvark that got the maneuver kill. And he sent me some of the details and I looked into it. I was like, this is actually a really good story. I think I can have a lot of fun with this. And I did. Oh my God, Weapons actually said he's not wrong. Look, guys, I'm just the plane guy now. That's what it is. You know what? Fuck missiles. I'm the plane guy. Happy retirement. What hobby will become half my personality now? How I picked. Probably video games. And I don't know if I'll stream video games. I might record them in the future and make like clips, but I just play video games to kind of chill out. My grandfather passed away last year, but he was one of the original scientists that worked on the Patriot Project. Love the vids. That's awesome, dude. I'm sorry to hear that your grandfather passed, but like that is a vital piece of history. I'm sure I could sit there and talk with that man for years. Just the amount of things that he knows and the amount of things that I know. Like engineers and operators can vibe if they're talking like about a system. Engineers and operators cannot vibe when something is broken and everybody's trying to fix it. So there's certain times to vibe with one thing, and now he's an expert. It's what I am. Trying to become Brandon's VA rep to double dip. So the kid has no intercepts and is a leg. I'm going to be Brandon's VA rep. I'll text him right after this and be like, hey, I'm going to be your VA rep. Me and Zach. we're going to just really, yeah, I know the on-screen chat isn't live. I don't know how to fix it without shutting down the entire stream. Okay, there we go. I'm back to where I started. We need underwater SAM sites for defending certain islands. I just graduated sub school. Congratulations on graduating sub school. Better you than me. No, thank you. Y'all have too much nitrogen in your blood. You're a little bit strange. It's just like the way I can compare sub people to my army guys who've never worked with a sub person. Not EOD. EOD always has like long hair. They're like always just kind of chill. And I think it's because EOD has like accepted their fate. Combat engineers. You can always tell when they've been deployed to like a high IED level area because they all have a tick. They move around through life kind of like they don't move like a normal person anymore. And I don't know how to explain that. But if you've ever been a combat engineer who's been and like dealt with IEDs, they're a certain way. Okay. Let me see. Any chance of Poland related merch? Like, what would Poland do wristbands? I will reach out to John. He's probably chomping at the bit anyways. He's like, hey man, you going to release a new shirt? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I do want to be completely transparent. I do want to be 100% transparent. I don't have a lot to be upset about in my life. I don't. I mean, I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful home. I have the community. I have so much positive for me, but I'm not going to lie. It really like, it kind of comes in waves. And when it hits me, like everything in the world is just so difficult and noisy to do. Like even make content, make videos, everything just like it hits you like a ton of bricks. And like, I don't know any other way to explain it other than it's I don't know. But yeah, it's once I get more into the swing of things, I think I'll be better off and start really kind of branching out and getting back into like the full size, content creation and building this thing, man. Nukes who have to go to school go through more than even Spec Ops. I mean, time wise, yeah, absolutely. Well, it's like our 94 Sierras, the guys who work on Patriot radars, the fucking study level fucking nerds who can literally repair circuit cards rather than just rip them out and put in a new one. Their AIT is like 2 years and some change. Like it's a lot of school. Sapper School 794, you got the tick. You got the tick, homie. I mean, if you ever, I don't know what it is. They've been a little too close to one too many blasting caps. I don't know what it is. And I love them. Don't get me wrong. They kept me alive. Sappers have kept me alive. I would not be here without sappers. And I love them. I adore them. Same thing with EOD. I would not be here without them. But I can say they're a little fucking weird. Okay? I can say that. Hey, Plopper, on-screen chat isn't live. I know. I don't know what's up the on-screen chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Do I think this world will end up in a one-world government? If so, this would be the answer to world peace. I will tell you right now. We would have world peace and we would have it in the next 72 hours if we were attacked by something from another species outside of our solar system. It wouldn't really be peace, but all of a sudden we would start sharing with each other and be like, look, we need to put this together. And unfortunately for that, it'd be like the US would come to the table and be like, look, guys, all right, here's all the secret programs that we've been just hiding away to use against you. What do you have to add to these? And Russia's going to be like, missile? And China's going to be like, let me write this down. I don't know, man. I really don't world peace. We trained with live mines in my AIT back in 95. That checks out. Claymores. Dude, Claymores, man. Dude, Call of Duty and Battlefield and shit do not give Claymores enough love. Like, every kid going through Army basic training is supposed to see a Claymore go off. And I shit you not, when they go off, and granted, I think they had it pointed like up or down or something like that, it blew like rocks and dirt. Probably 200 to 300 feet in the air. Like, they're not small explosions. I'd like when I play Call of Duty and some guy's like 3 feet away from it, but he's like on the edge of the corner and it goes kaboom and he's like, haha, I'm still alive. No, you're not. You and the rest of that building is gone. The A10 is getting replaced with the A14. Is it the A14? I will double check. Last I heard it was the F-35B, and the only reason they picked the F-35 is because all the other combat aircraft that we have, they all have 20 millimeters, and that one has a 25. Also with the upgraded like targeting systems and things that it can do, they felt that an F-35 could do an equal amount of close air support as the A-10. But that was the last I read. I don't know. I'm always willing to be... Weapons, don't tell me no. 1,000 in chat. Oh shit, we are at 1,000. Let's get some horns. Chat is super horny. I don't have any friends. Very broad question. Is it feasible to re-engine the A-10 with more power and upgrade the electronics, or bulk sale to Taiwan for other dope upgrades? Every time the US decommissions a certain type of jet, we take a portion of it, see who wants to buy them, and then a lot of them end up at the boneyard just in case they need to be like, not really worked on, but like pieces and parts to our allies. And if we have any of them still in service, things like that. Could we upgrade the A-10? Possible. I don't know enough about it. So for like, I can transfer this into the missile category. They're coming up with a new replacement for the Stinger. And the logic there is the Stinger is tried and true. It's a great weapon system. It is a phenomenal missile. It's affordable. In the world of missiles, affordable is kind of arbitrary, but it's affordable, it's effective, it's portable, it's a good system. But over the years, they've updated it so many times that there's literally nothing else they can do to that design of missile. There's nothing that they can add to it that wouldn't completely redesign it. So then the government, the project office usually goes, hey, what they'll do is they'll create a requirements document. We need a missile that costs this much, that can go this far, can travel this fast, can do these, things. And it starts out as like a 10-page document. Last I checked, the one for IBCS was like a 200-page document now, because the people who wrote it are stupid. And then we had to go and help amend it a lot. So I don't know if... And I mean, weapons is a great person to ask. I don't know if the A-10 can be upgraded anymore. It's a great system. It's a great weapon system. I would never talk shit about the A-10. But if you can do something cheaper that is equally or more effective, that's usually the course that Uncle Sam goes to. Hello, HLC. Do you know the clanker is also now a slur? Yes, I heard about that. As both F4s and F-15s had canards and prototypes, all the F4 was before the Tomcat. Was it the F4? Couldn't remember what it was.
Speaking of secret projects, do you know of Marauder? It was a USAF project to make a plasma railgun. They tested it and it worked very well, hitting us like a 105 millimeters. Then the DoD said cool, make it secret, and it's been classified since 1993.
I have not heard of Project Marauder, but now I kind of want to, because I've been near the Navy railgun. Like they were doing a railgun shoot and we had to like clear the road. So I was just like off to the side of the road and I was looking at Desert Ship. If you're in the Navy and you work with missiles, there's a possibility you could get stationed at White Sands Missile Range at what they call Desert Ship. And they have an Aegis ashore out there. They have a whole bunch of shit. I did not aim at the pilot. The pilot got in the way of my missile. Also, congrats on retirement. You already got a head start on the retirement gut. Hey. This week has been a good week of the diet. I did just have burrito tacos though, and they were delicious. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed this one. If I ever need help with voices, hit me up. And by the way, from one medic to another, please wet Willie him next time I see him. I will. Wait, you telling Nick to wet Willie me? You better not be in chat. Do I think NORAD can be spoofed like the original Modern Warfare 2, or is there other active systems to avoid that kind of situation? That's a wonderful question. Now, when we're talking, this is going to be hard. When we're talking about spoofing, usually you're talking a type of jamming or something to trick it, like decoys, things like that. Decoys are always going to be a potential threat, but as technology increases, it's less of a threat. Now, when we're talking about jamming, that with NORAD, that becomes way harder than you can imagine, because NORAD is not one radar looking in this direction. NORAD is an amalgamation of hundreds. I don't think we're at thousands, but hundreds of sensors all feeding into one central location. Now, a sensor is not a sensor is not a sensor. Some of these are L-band, like what the fuck is that one on the islands in Alaska? It was in my video about fucking GMD. What the hell is it? Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. But anyways, that one is low band. Then you have like your high band, which I think SBX is high band. I think X is considered high band. It's on the Aleutian Islands. Well, no, that's the SBX. It's not the Lone Star. It's Birria taco, whatever. Chicken sandwich. So it's to be able to have a platform in the air that jams something is relatively simple. When you're getting pinged by tons of different sensors on tons of different bands, it becomes way more difficult. And matter of fact, like the jamming system you have on board may just not have enough power to jam all those signals simultaneously, because same thing with radars, jamming is entirely dependent on power. So that, yeah, hope that makes sense. If the Su-57 is supposed to rival the F-22, what's the Su-75 purpose to rival the F-35? I think so. And I don't think that Russia is going to be cranking out any Su-75s while they're at war with Ukraine. I don't think so. I don't think they have the spare technology, personnel, patience, and equipment to be able to do that. NGMD wants to argue with me. What is it? Ooh, what? Where are you at? Sorry, I don't know if you were talking about a system or something else that I'm unfamiliar with. Sorry. Do you know where Cannon Air Force Base is? I do not. I've never heard that one. What's good, Cap? Long-time listener, first-time caller. Love the content. Thank you for your service and happy retirement. Well, thank you so much for being here, Solo Gaming. I appreciate you, man. If you see me in the Battlefield 6 beta, because my name is pretty much the same, be nice. I literally jumped in yesterday. I was like, I'll just play one match. I went like 3-9. Bro, I was not having it was nothing but sweats. It was a Thursday afternoon. As soon as I get a PO, or as soon as you get the PO box, I'll see about getting a tortilla tres leches cake for you. Oh, bro. I will say, I do try and avoid any consumables in the PO box just because it's kind of dangerous to me. Nothing against you guys. I'm sure like 99.99% of you are like all about, are all about like doing the right thing, and you really want to share something with me, and I love that. But it's that 0.1% that really makes shit dangerous. Papa Habitual. You can call me daddy anytime. Shalom and congratulations on retirement. We're excited for what comes next. I'm excited too. I hope to be able to get more habitually fats out. I hope Kind of Consensual continues to be successful. I'm working on another project, and it's gonna be here. It'll be on YouTube, so don't worry. I am working on another project. I think it'll go well. We'll see. Most of the time, it's just going to be like people who work in what I'm like, actually do what I'm trying to do for a living, and are going to be making fun of me. And I'm aware of that. A-14 Wild Wolf is a concept aircraft designed as potential successor to the A-10 Thunderbolt II for close support missions. Well, I know that they've been using the, they started using the, I almost wanted to call it the Sky Warden, but it's not the Sky Warden anymore. It's the Sky Raider 2. They wanted, but that was mainly for like special operations and super secret squirrel shit. Has Rich been properly trolled for the last Kind of Consensual? Yes, he has. We have in the next video coming, I'll be honest with you guys, the next kind of consensual is probably my favorite that I've ever recorded. At least twice, I had Rich have to push away from his computer because he was laughing and coughing so hard. So like, to me, that's a victory. It was a good video overall. And we start out with saying Rich is not allowed to type on his computer because he keeps on hitting whatever button stops the recording. Mrs. Linecrosser, if you're watching, can you bring me water, just ice water, please? I mean, I can walk away and go get it. I mean, I don't have to sit here the whole time. No, I'm just kidding. My grandpa was a demo expert for the salt mines. Dude had to be dug out multiple times and did so for around 40 years. 40 years, dude was a badass. Fuck that. Working underground, you got to be built for that, man. You got to be like built for it. EOD has accepted their stress, but you ever see EOD run? Be faster. Be much, much faster. Whatever you have left off your chest. Yeah, no, EOD, when my experience with EOD, like the only one time where they frazzled and they, it was just because they had so many IEDs back to back to back and they were just behind and they were like just trying to get shit done. That was the only time I ever saw EOD frazzled. Sappers frazzled perpetually. Phased array jammer, don't even come at me like that. Pro streamers have fridges. I'm not a pro. I stream once a week, man, and I make videos 3 times a week. Oh my God. I know you changed your MOS at some point. Should I settle for a different job in MEPS if it's not in my main interests? I personally would never settle. However, it really depends on what job you're trying to get into. If it's in your your initial enlistment contract, reclass option is always there. Like once you get done with your first contract and they're like, hey, do you want to re-enlist? You can reclass, but you'll only be able to reclass if they have out calls for your current MOS and in calls for the one you want to go to. So I don't know. Retired vet's chin is now frazzled. I try. I got to trim all this down here, but yeah. Just had tacos and it was delicious. In my brain, F-35 Raptor just had another intercept and it was delicious. That's awesome. You know what's funny is I'll tweet something on fucking Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's just me being a savage, just whatever. And like one of the first comments I always see is I read this as Grandpa Buff or I read this as the kid. Like, and I love that because sometimes people will post a meme and like I read it in whatever voice I see in that meme. Reclassing is very rare. It depends. If you have no out calls for your MOS, you ain't reclassing for shit. Marauder was a plasma railgun, shot 1 milligram? MG. Donut of plasma at like 3% light speed would probably look and sound like a bolt of lightning, but in a straight line. Now I want to look that up. My stepfather-in-law, it's my wife's stepdad. He worked on a high energy laser and they shot down a whole bunch of shit with it. And then the program just went like, okay, no more laser stuff. That was it. This was in the late 80s, early 90s. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Do I think stealth cargo plane is feasible? Yeah. Feasible? Yes. Practical? Not so much. Because usually by the time the cargo plane is being used, an area, you already have air superiority or air supremacy. Is it possible to make one? Yeah. But I don't think that they would waste the money. The reason why bombers need to be stealth, or some bombers want to be stealth, is their jobs are to try and get like through enemy lines and cause damage. So yeah. Ship's chemical laser. Yeah, you know the chemical laser. Congrats on retirements. Any updates from Franklin Plush? I will message them tomorrow. They haven't sent anything to me in over a month. So I need to do that. Meant to send this last stream, but missed it. Wanted to clarify after the kind of consensual episode 2 from 2 weeks ago that the Tomcat isn't second gen like Eli Red, but it's the first 4th gen fighter. Well, see, I mean, I don't disagree with you because I don't know enough about it to have a disagreement with you. However, is it possible that they built it like around the time of 2nd gen and then they just updated it enough that it became 4th? I don't know. I don't know. Ace Combat Laser? Yeah. More likes or weekend duty for the lot of you. Weapons says you gotta like the stream. Please like the stream. Weapons sends me pictures of his scrotum like uncomfortably close. It's like literally I see 1 wrinkle and 2 veins. That's it. He's like, this is because they didn't like the stream. I don't know. I don't know why I mod him. Gotta go. Catch you later. I'll send you an email with the little I have on Marauder. I'll check it out. Project Marauder. I like it. D is the 4th. Okay. Yeah, I got my walking papers. I mean, I got my DD-214, but I've had that. I still don't have my retirement certificate. Fort Sill has that. And I still don't have my going away gift, which I'll tell you guys what my going away gift that I asked for was. I paid for it. I handed the money to my first sergeant and he's like, well, okay, what kind of going away gift do you want? I said, I really just want a Gladius, a wooden Gladius with my dates of enlistment on there. You don't got to have, I mean, you can put a quote on there if you want to, but I literally just want a wooden Gladius with my dates on there. And if for those of you who don't know, a wooden Gladius was presented to, gladiators once they had won enough times in the Colosseum and they were granted their freedom. So that was symbolic for me. I was no longer a slave, but I guess isn't the going away gift the pain? Probably. That's very, very possible. Is it Protocol 4 time? Oh, okay. It's Protocol 4 time. And it's your last one. It's your last. Okay, don't yell at me. You watch your language, Mr. Foof. No. Here, tell you what. You're going to do some tricks for it because you got one already. Hold on. Sit. Down. Bang. I don't know if you guys can see him die. Hang on. Bang. You're dead. Break it up. Shake. Shake. No, shake. There we go. Good boy. That's my good boy. All right. Hop out of the way. I need to scoop back in. Your royal fatness is in my way. All right, come on. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Good. No, go to your bed. Yes, and now you guys get to see Knox's butt on the thing. But I am parched. I've been driving all day. Give me a second. I need to go grab some ice water because Mrs. Linecrosser apparently only listens when I do something wrong. So y'all get to hang out with Knox. I'll be right back. That delicious ice water brought directly from the tap. All right. We are back for the chair. For the chair! I know you guys all heard the bork. That chair must reek. Could you guys see the sweat on my chair? I sweat pretty heavily in this damn thing. I need to get a different chair. I love this chair. It's very comfortable, but I need one that doesn't make me sweat my balls off. While you're gone, Knox promised to fart on your pillow for us. He's done that before. So Knox used to lay on my bed. He doesn't lay in the bed anymore, but don't worry. The dude has like Serta mattresses that he lays on. So don't freak out. And it was pretty regular that I would come home from PT and Knox would be laying across my pillows. And one day I got pink eye. Bet he doesn't smell the chair to find out. I'm not going to. And yeah, I got pink eye from my fucking dog. Aquafina only. tap. Oh, that'll put lead in your pencil. What up, HLC? Have I heard about the Roblox scandal? Yes, I've heard about the Roblox scandal. And I do plan on adding it to my storyline somewhere. Oh yeah, no, Roblox notoriously, like, dude, for years, people have been warning parents about children getting groomed on Roblox. Like, it's insane. And I mean, but this is the thing, that is a risk associated with any online gaming for children. And I'm just going to be real with you. Like, that is a real risk. Just be present. Like, it shouldn't take the federal government stepping in and saying, hey, your children can't play that game for you to be a fucking parent. I think that's government overreach. And I think we all agree that that's government overreach. Am I the only one not seeing the Knox cam? No, he's just not there. He's over here. Might be a little bit cooler over here. Looking forward to years. The voice is in your head. Thanks for all the laughs. Can't wait to see what Buff comes up with next.
Well, I'll probably just start talking about the Jews.
I'm just kidding. You know, that whole thing, I did get a lot of good feedback from Buff, or from when Buff was it 2 videos ago? Not this last one, but the one before, when he was talking about, like, we don't really, like, look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care who wins. I just want somebody to fucking win. So that way we can all move on with our goddamn lives. And that, yeah. If you ever get given the chance to be in the new media seat for the White House press conference, what would you ask? Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I don't really know. Like, this is the thing with President Trump, kind of what you see is what you get. The man is very, like, you know, some say, like, he's a liar. Well, he does stretch the truth sometimes. Yeah. But like, there's nothing that, like, in my mind that, like, I really want to know. When I will be honest with you, when Obama was president, I had some genuine questions like, sir, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Like, I'm curious. And dude, everyone has their own fucking motives. Under the Biden administration, I would try and ask all of my questions in Pig Latin just to watch him try and understand it. It would be so fucking funny. Look. Okay, it's not bullying an old person. It's bullying a politician. And everybody should do that. Sorry. Oh, man. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got way past. There we go. Yeah. 20 more if I sniff the chair. Does that count? I just, like, put my thumb across the seat of the chair. Smells like nothing. Shabbat Shalom, HLC. Congrats on the retirement. What are the top 3 things you want to do with my newfound freedom? I will be partaking in a substance that is legal here in my state, at least a little bit. For me, I want to be present. Like, and I know that sounds like weird maybe to some people, but like, my nephew graduates high school this year. I want to go to his graduation. My niece graduates 2 years from now in Japan. I want to go to her graduation. I want to see my family do things in their life that I wasn't able to participate in before because it was such a process to get leave and all these other things, man, lined up. It was just, You're not so subtle donut references? What? Wolfram, or weapons, I'm not even paying attention to you. You're not a real person. The world should agree that if someone does something inhumane, they forfeit their human right, especially... I don't know if I can say what you wrote there, but yes, I 100,000% agree. They're not human. Like, this is the thing, okay? I got to tread lightly on this because YouTube hates when I go on a rant like this. The whole nobody deserves to... That's a very American mentality. I'm being just totally honest with you. Those are first world problems. That's exactly what that is. Other places of the world don't look at it like that. And it could be for the smallest transgression. You stole my goat. It's a Middle Eastern reference, obviously. They're going to want it. And then more egregious things. You did so-and-so to my daughter or my son. Like, other places don't look at it the way we do. When they're like, oh, America just imprisons people and kills people. Far, like, the imprisonment, yeah, we're a lot higher, but we're also a country of laws. But the execution rate is significantly less than most other places in the world. Where's the other two doggos? So Fritz is in the other room with Mrs. Linecrosser, and Rain is back living with her mom, my sister. So that's where she'll be at. Metal Mania, thank you so much. Oh, there's the other 20. You did it. You did it. I mean, you didn't have to. I was just being a smartass. Thoughts on the China robot games? I mean, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. I'm just waiting for us to get involved, if that makes sense. I've known robot games were going to start for a long time. 100% they've been starting for a long time. So have a kid with the wife now, mini HLC. I appreciate it. Kids they're not really in the cards for me, man. Yeah, I know my live chat is frozen on the recording screen. I don't know how to take it down without like ending both streams. So actually, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. No, it won't let me. Still shows 6 people in there and waiting. I don't know. Whenever I shut this one down, we got a little while, but whenever I shut this one down, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I gotta trim this hair out of the corner of my mouth. It's driving me nuts. It's right here. All right. Much gooder. Much gooder. His plugin for Manscaped. This has been brought to you by... No, I don't have a Manscaped plugin. Knox is watching intently. What was he watching me trim? I don't have no more snackos, but I give you some love-ins. Come here. You're my best buddy. That's right. You're my best buddy. You smell like butt. You stink so much. Have you seen the camera up there? No, I don't have any more snackos. Let me see. Did I see the UK recently landed an F-35 on a Japanese carrier for the first time? Got to get that practice when things get spicy with West Taiwan or Mr. Rocket Man. You're not wrong. I mean, we'll all be using each other's carriers, like 1,000%. And I feel like our allies are going to be using a lot of ours. Now Knox is promising to eat your shoes. You really shouldn't leave him unsupervised. He like looked at me and kind of has his teeth wrapped under his lip. And he's like wagging, and then he just stopped and stared. Now he's laying down. What do I think of the military flex that flew over Putin's head today? I think it's fucking hilarious. I really do. Do I think Putin was impressed? No, but I was. I've never given a shit about what Putin's opinion is, but like, say what you want to about President Trump. He knows how to make a show of things. He really did. I don't know if that was his plan or the SecDef. I don't know who planned that, but it was really well executed. Now, I couldn't tell from the video. I'll have to look at it again. I don't know if it was just F-22s and a B-2 or if there was F-35s as well. I haven't really looked. This is Knox Stream. Some bald weirdo just yapping at us for some reason. What's up, Anarchy? How you doing, buddy? Is my Australian accent getting better? I used a lot of Australia in this week on one of the videos. Coolest challenge coin in my collection. Let me see. I just saw that. Yeah, I think this will go for it. It was a warrant officer coin. It was for one of my buddies graduating walks class. All right. All right. Angel Rivera, thank you so much. Sweet doggy Knox is the best boy. You did use a lot of Aussies this week. I did. It's getting better. Filipino. Oh, dude, my Filipino is awful. I never tried to do a Filipino before, and I was like, shit, I kind of have to. But as I said, do an Asian doing an American impression, and you'll get there. Hang on. One of my friends just video called me. I just don't want to interrupt this and answer the call. Just want to make sure everything's okay with him. Oh, dude, I never claimed to be the best at all accents. Here we go. Howdy, howdy from Concho, Arizona, from retired 15 Romeo. P.S. When I received my retirement gift, I paid for the rank was wrong. Bro, that's kind of what I'm expecting. Sorry, Labor Day weekend, I might be walking the Mackinac Bridge. No shit. Dude, I drove on the Mackinac Bridge one time when I was younger. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. I two conversations at once, guys. I apologize. The Mackinac Bridge, when I was a kid, we went across the Mackinac Bridge and there was like a high wind advisory, and I swear we are going to get just thrown right off of that motherfucker. Working on a call center for a few years, I can tell you, is eerie as feeling. Filipinos literally all sound the same speaking English because they've been taught the exact same American dialect. Dude, that's insane. Alabama in the house? Sorry. We're getting there. My gosh, I'm getting so many messages from people. Mr. HLC should let Buff get the buff to get AC on the next kind of consensual just to keep doubling down. So you want me to fuck with him as Buff? You know, maybe that persona can break through him because I can't. Dude, I don't know what it is, man. I get so many good, like, zingers And then the second fucking Rich starts talking, it's like, I don't remember any of them. And I can't come up with any. And I'm just like, you're stupid. Your face sucks. I don't like it. Kentucky here. Listen. I don't got any beef with Kentucky, but y'all's jelly, not very good with a peanut butter sandwich. Okay? That KY jelly y'all get from Kentucky, it's not very good on a peanut butter sandwich. Oh man. Ask about his Trans Am. Virginia, the Blue Ridge Mountains. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. I don't know. Oh, you know, I'm looking at some of my old streams, and maybe I should do like a hater patrol again and just pull up all my comment sections. Yeah. Wow. You know, I used to do like War Thunder Wednesdays, but I don't feel like, giving away. Would you say he influenced you? Yeah. The man, I don't know what it is, dude. I just cannot get my jokes right. Like, I will watch the kind of consensuals with my wife because she's not back here when I'm recording. And she'll hear a new episode goes out and I'm like, yeah, let's watch it. And like, as I'm watching it, I'm like, I missed a joke here. I missed a joke here. Like, I think of all the jokes that I missed and it just irritates the shit out of me. Oh, man. Why did I make AC Rage quit the... So, Rich, we have banned Rich from typing on his computer and looking anything up because for some reason when Rich types, his computer stops recording. And I don't know why that is. So, if there's anything that has to be looked up, it's got to be looked up on mine or Nick's. Show us the doll where the angry mind touched you. That's the pee-pee area. Sounds like he has a hotkey program he doesn't know about. Probably. It might be the trauma because like maybe I'm hardwired that I can't talk shit to a drill sergeant. So maybe that's what's going on. Man, my house is so loud. Everyone has phone calls going on. People are laughing. I don't know what's going on in my own goddamn house, but I have to keep the door open because I have this heater right here known as a PC that is just, it makes it sweltering in this motherfucker. It looks smaller, but a little bigger than mine. That's fair. Well, we can't even hear it. It's fucking warm. Well, I mean, it's because I don't mess with my fan curves, homie. I don't run my PC very hard. I don't like overclock or anything else like that. If I need to overclock, something's wrong. I just buy good hardware. Like, I probably need a new CPU. I feel like my CPU is a little dated. I got a Ryzen 9 5900X. Yeah, 5900X. And then I got a 4090. And the 4090 is just fine. All these guys are like, I need to go out and get the new 50 series. Why? Dude, the 3090 is still a fucking powerhouse. Why do you need a 5090? Open a window. It's hotter outside. It's still in the 90s out there right now. How's Batty? I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a little while. I mean, I see some of his posts. He seems okay. 9800X 3D. That's probably where I'm going. But I got to make sure they make it in an AM4. If they don't make it in an AM4 chipset, then I'm going to have to upgrade my motherboard to AM5. Garbage. I should give the buff a crazy girlfriend. Shh. Skill gap, take it easy. You'll probably see me on Battlefield 6 sometime this weekend. I have an exhaust fan right behind my PC because it comes like a space heater. Yeah, the 4080 Super is still a fucking champ. And a 5th gen i7, it's a little dated, but it'll still do the trick. Yeah, my exhaust fan, I can look at my exhaust fan right now. All my intake fans, I have 3 on the bottom, 3 along the back of the case, and then I have an AIO on top, and that's pulling air in. And so my exhaust fan is just fucking pushing all that out. It's AM5? Fuck. Everything after 5000 series is AM5. God bless America. That means I'm going to have to buy DDR5 RAM, aren't I? DDR5 RAM is still expensive. You guys got to understand, I'm a fucking penny pincher. I don't like spending money on myself. I did just buy a new concealed carry, but I'm in the 7-day wait period for it right now because I don't have a New Mexico concealed carry. I still have my Oklahoma one. So on my list of things to do is to get it transferred over to the state of New Mexico. And in the state of New Mexico, they will waive the 7-day wait period if you have a concealed carry license for the state of New Mexico. So AMD RX 6800. See, so for me, nothing against those, but at least up until recently, NVIDIA just made better graphics cards. I think that's a graphics card. The RX 6800, I think it's a graphics card. They just ran kind of hot. And I mean, AMD stuff in general runs hot. Like I have an AMD fucking CPU and they run hot. And the reason why like all the computer guys like Intel is because they can overclock without causing any damage. AMD CPUs run hot. So if you try and overclock them, you're going to damage that motherfucker. You still rock some 3060 Ti, bro. I upgraded to this 4090 from a 3060. And that was, so during the pandemic, you couldn't get GPUs. You couldn't get them. So I was actually on so newegg.com, in case you guys didn't know, they do a raffle. And you just, put things you're interested in. And I did this for probably 6 months. And all of a sudden, I was actually in Virginia when I got the call that I was cleared for a 3060. And I told the missus, I was like, I have to buy this. It'll be waiting for me when I get back. And I ordered the 3060, and that's what I had in here for a while. Here in Pennsylvania, you don't need a license to buy weapons. You take home same day. I know, in most states you don't. In most states you don't. I looked into the data. I haven't looked deep into the data, but I've looked into the data. Now, from what I was able to get with my just initial searches is that some studies are claiming that they reduce suicides by up to 17%. Which is fair. That's totally fair. I also understand that when looking at data, you got to be like, data literacy is a big thing because it's really hard to prove a negative. Just in the same way that like, for the longest time, the Army wanted us to wear reflective vests while we're riding our motorcycle. There is zero third-party quantifiable long-term data to support that wearing a reflective vest increases rider survivability. But it's also hard to prove a negative. I know that. So there are some studies saying that it reduces crime rate, but I haven't looked into who sponsored those studies. That's kind of my second step in anything that I like look into is, okay, this is what the study says. Who sponsored this study? That's what I need to know. Because when you look into the bright orange vest stuff, you will find that every single one of those studies that say, yes, it increases rider survivability are sponsored by companies that make those vests or by companies that own companies that make those vests. So they always have a tie to it. But yeah. Sup, special bro? Yeah, Buff would ruin the peace negotiations. I like chicken nuggets. Me too. I don't know why I did that like Forrest Gump, but I read it. Thank you so much, Jay Ritzy. Also, no way we don't get an ooh-woo in the stream. This is going to get clipped. Fuck. Ooh-woo? I don't know if I can get that high. That's all you're getting, man. This is the kind of convos the F-35 would be having. Yes. So I learned. I want to tell you guys that I value perpetual learning. My grandfather used to say before he passed away that like the day you think you know everything, just dig your own grave. And I love learning. I love it. I love being proved wrong. So like I grew up around cars and I learned cars, and then I got into bikes and I learned bikes, and I've done 4-wheel drives, and I've done, I've built a whole bunch of different stuff, but I know my way around that stuff. And then I wanted to learn to build a PC because I was starting to use PCs for my craft. So I had someone teach me how to build a PC. And once I had the baseline knowledge, I started expanding on it and looking at other things. I don't know everything about PCs, but I do know a few things. I hit up Brandon Herrera. He's going to help me build my first AR. Never built one. I'm going to learn some things about how to build an AR. And then now I'm also working on learning house shit. I never learned house shit as a kid. I did a couple of house projects. One of them was pouring probably over a dozen 5-gallon gas cans full of diesel into our diesel tank because we had a diesel furnace in our house growing up as kids. And every time it would run out, my dad would be like, all right, boys, let's go to the gas station. He'd just take a whole bunch of gas cans and we'd fill them all up. God, we were poor. And then I built a leach field onto a septic tank, but I have regular plumbing here, so no septic tank. So, Uwu is a rite of passage for streamers. Maybe? I don't know if that counts as a rite of passage for me. I installed an exhaust fan for my room just for the PC to get the heat and generate out of my room ASAP. Bro, I might need to do that. Just start, put a fucking nozzle from that exhaust fan out the door to just pump the heat into the hallway. Cool it the fuck off in here. What's the chance of getting a Borderlands 4 stream when it's out? As much as I would love to, at the same time, I don't know. Because, this is the thing. There's a difference between playing games by yourself or with your friends and playing games for a stream. For a stream, you have to be loud, you have to be animated, you have to be funny, you have to, comment on what is going on. And when I play video games, most of the time, I don't say shit. I just sit here quietly and play video games. And I feel like that'd be boring for a lot of you guys. I'm a trucker, I have no time to build a PC. Bro, Angel Riviera, you can build a PC. If you buy all the parts and get them shipped to your house, you can build a PC in probably about 2 hours. Seriously, if you can build a carburetor, which, every grown man should know how to take apart and put together a carburetor. They're so fucking easy. Literally, on most of them, it's the bowls. You remove those, the cotter pin for the floats, the spring underneath the floats, the jets, sometimes you got to remove the throttle control sensor, or throttle position sensor, and then intake, or the where it fills from, and pretty much that's it. That's a carburetor. This is so fucking easy. And a computer, nowadays, they're all just plug and play, man. And you can go to PC Part Picker and pick what you like and see if it would work together. And it'll straight up let you know, yes, this will work together. No, this won't work together. It's become super easy, man. I'm telling you, after building my first PC, I didn't want to buy another fucking console ever again. I did just get the Switch 2. The only reason I got the Switch 2 is because I'm waiting on Super Mario Sunshine. I just want to play Super Mario Sunshine. And you can't even buy it on regular Switch. Not anymore. They discontinued it. Let's go, Brandon, and I do mean Herrera. Oh, I think Brandon's got it this time. Look into submerged computer cooling. I don't have the foundation because it's sitting on top of a shoe rack right now. I don't have the foundation for liquid cooling because it's all mineral oil, which is a little bit thicker than water. It's not conductive, but that's what they normally submerge them in. And it works. It works really well, but it's also heavy. I think, for my motherboard and my parts, I probably need at least 5 gallons of it, and it's a little heavier than water, right around 9 pounds per gallon. That's some weight. Find 3D All-Stars in store. Yeah, there's one on eBay going for $200. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that, man. He said uwu so properly. I was in the Navy, and and that's good. You bought the Switch 2 for Metroid Prime 4? Yeah. I thought Super Mario Sunshine was already on it. But I have been playing Zelda the Wind Waker a little bit, off and on. I think I've beat the first boss. That's it. Liquid nitrogen cool that bad boy. I have heard of people doing that, and they actually have to put a heater on their CPU so it will boot. And then once it boots, there's enough heat there to like keep it going. And they just like, let's see how high we can fucking overclock this thing. And they do it, and it holds steady, which is insane. Yeah, I have a PC, but it's built already. I have 2 monitors as well, but my brother is using one for now. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. And I mean, here's the thing. If you got a built PC, change out some parts, homie. And don't be afraid. I mean, the worst you're going to do is fry the entire thing. Don't do it on carpet. And get yourself a, I don't know if you guys can see it right down here. This mat, that's my anti-static mat. When I work on my PC, that's what I use. Give you $80 for 3D All-Stars? Maybe. I need to find out when Sunshine's coming to, because I already got like the subscription thing. Like if you had hit me up before I got the Switch 2, and I play It Takes Two with my missus. We play it together. That's a fun game to play together. LTT's Industrial Cooler. I haven't owned a PC in 16 years. Bro, I'm telling you, you got to get on it. They're so easy. Space Force? What about Space Force? ESD mat, but you have to be bonded to it. Yeah, it's got a little wrist strap on it. Don't you come at me, weapons. Been building PCs for 30 years. The anti-static stuff is all BS. As soon as you touch the PC case, you're fine. I'm not trying to tell you what you know and what you do. It's not my place to tell you, okay? You have a lot more experience in this than me. However, I will tell you I did have a very poor personal experience. Last time I tried to rebuild my PC, or last time I did a build on my PC, I fried it. I fried my whole motherboard. Now, you might be asking how I did that. That's a wonderful question. I was sitting on the floor with it in a carpeted room, and there was a screw off to my right that I needed. So I scooted it to the side on the carpet. And I'm pretty sure that was the point that I fried it. I'm pretty sure right in that moment was when it got fried. Please make the Japanese F-35 say ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know what that was. It sounded like I had a fucking, I don't know, something in my throat. I don't know what that was. PC 96C 129 dual RTX 6000 Pro 2 terabyte RAM 100 terabyte of SSD. What the fuck are you building? Are you building a server? That's like a server build. That's like me coming in and saying, yeah, I got twin 4090s and a fucking Threadripper. Why? I mean, 100 terabyte of SSD. I'm pretty jealous of that. That's actually pretty fucking good. But 2 terabytes of RAM. Bro, I got 64 gigs and I'm fine.
Would you intercept me? I'd intercept me.
I just watched a video about the internet censorship and payment processors and the Roblox situation called "They Want to Silence Me and Stop You from Seeing This Video." And it made me so mad. There is no way what's happening is coincidence at all.
Oh, the whole Roblox situation? I know Cody, Donut Operator, he made a video about it, about the Roblox situation. And I need to watch it. I haven't had time. I literally shot out this morning, got back here, and I never even finished what I was telling you guys. So I've been feeling kind of down on myself. And I came home, and my missus, she's very smart. I was literally on my way home, and she's like, hey, can you help my stepfather-in-law? She's like, can you help him move something at their office? They just retired, so they're clearing out their office. I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem, whatever. You know, I got some time before I stream. And I I got there and he's like, oh, help me move these old computers over to the next office. So I was like, okay. So I helped him move some stuff. And then he's like, hey, you mind running me by the house so I can let out the dogs? Yeah, no problem. And then he actually, and maybe you guys can help me here because I think he's going to watch the stream later. Would you be interested if somebody, a creator, somebody who's been a computer programmer for 40 years, he's very good at what he does, all right? He's very, very intelligent. If he did an AI versus AI. So lately his favorite hobby, now that he's retired, is comparing ChatGPT to Grok. And he's given them chess problems. He's given them math problems. He's given them like, hey, write a code for this. And then he tests the code and does all that stuff. Would you guys watch that? I told him, I was like, I honestly think you're onto something here. Call it AI versus AI. Because as new AIs come online, you got a huge market there, man. So I told him I thought that'd be really cool. But anyways, he brought me there. And then we came back here to my house and my missus had a cake for me that said, congratulations on your retirement. She had balloons. It was really cool. But yeah. Play Battlefield 6 out of raised spirits. I don't know. Recently didn't raise my spirits. So I told him, I told my stepfather-in-law, I was like, look, I will tell you what parts to buy. I will show you how to build a computer. We will get you your capture card. You don't even have to have your face on video. You can literally record what you're doing on the computer to make these things compete with one another. And he's like, well, I mean, it's not really a fair assessment. He's like, because I don't want to spend the money on ChatGPT and Grok, but I need to know if the paid services get better results than the. And I was like, look, dude, trust me. You start getting into the YouTube space, you're not going to have to worry about paying for those things. Trust me. Excited to see what you come up with this show of force, bro. I thought that was awesome. Like somebody tagged me in it and, thank God the stream is almost done. So you can still have some dignity left. I don't have any. It's gone. Do I play War Thunder? Yes and no, but I literally only play like the arcade, like the PvE battles. I log in like once in a while. I'll play one of those and then I just log off. Yes, I'll watch AI versus AI. What's it called? I don't know. He hasn't built anything yet. The Boeing 747 is overrated. Whoa, I don't think the 747 is overrated. 787 MAX might be. Maybe. I don't know. I just work here. You guys will watch that? James Cameron warned us. I think it'll be fun, man. Honestly, I told him, I was like, I really think it'll do well. I was like, I would watch that. I told him, he's like, but I'm not like animated like you. I'm not like interesting. He's like, because like when he was talking to me, showing me what it was doing, he goes, and look at this stupid fucking AI, what it did. And he's like explaining why it was wrong. He's like, I gave it this math problem and said, solve the odd problems. And then I told it to like, sequence the numbers in the right order. And it just didn't know what the fuck it was doing. And like, I was like, that's hilarious. I think that's great. If you just talk shit about somebody's AI because it doesn't know how to do anything right, I think that's great. Congratulations on now being a veteran. Make sure you add that to your driver's license. It's on my list. Actually, I have a paper license right now. I have a new one coming. Skynet versus whatever is the new one called. Have I played Helldivers 2? Yes, I played Helldivers 2. I used to play with my brother and my little sister. We're not on the closest of terms right now. They kind of irritated me, but yeah. See you on Friday, and goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Sam. There you go. Words are hard. I'm kind of slow. Don't forget to get a new sign. I know. I got to get... I'm going to get one of those things. Bro, I shit you not. You guys want to... Okay. Weapons, I certainly hope you're in here. Because this is some cringe level Air Force shit. Okay. I was at the VA today. I had a great experience at the VA. Right? I had a great experience. I go out to my truck. I was eating lunch in between fucking appointments. I go out to my truck. And right across from me is a Dodge Power Wagon. I love the Dodge Power Wagon, right? So he's got a Dodge Power Wagon, and I look, and on the windshield, like we do with our Humvees, it says his rank and name right below, like right where the driver sits. It says Tech Sergeant so-and-so. And I was like, like, bro, like don't get me wrong, be proud of your service, but that is like next level embarrassing. Is that your brother? Hold on. Come here, Fritz. I don't have any snackos. Oh, come here. He has a new thing. I want to see if he does it or if he's just too excited. Hang on. Give me your feet. Okay. I got him seat belted. Now, Fritz, what happens if you don't have a seat belt? Oh, okay. I'll put you in the seat belt. Wait for it. No seat belt? Okay, you want the seat belt. He wants the seat belt. But what if you don't have a seat belt? Okay. I got you in the seat belt. I got you. Wolfram just goes, yay! Knox, I don't have any more. No. Stop it. Shave a nutsack. Yes. Never flaunt the service, even on Veterans Day. Time is my own. Exactly. Man, I saw that and I was like, I can't do it, man. That's just too much for me. Mrs. Linecrosser, if you're watching, your son is in here and I don't have any more treats. I literally have none. I'm out. Playing with Chinese food. Happy Terminal Day. Enjoy retirement. Thank you so much, man. It's bittersweet. I wish I could kind of say that it was all just sweet. Miss the Clown is not the circus, if that makes sense. Fritzy Bitsy. Oh, come here, Fritzy Bitsy. Do you want to show them your seatbelts again in case anyone else showed up? Okay. My frame rate dropped. You have a seatbelt on. What if there's no seatbelt? Okay. But you have a seatbelt? But what if there's no seatbelt? Okay. 96 cores, 192 threads, 2 terabyte of DDR5, 192 gigs of VRAM, and 4 30 terabyte hard drives. Jesus Christ. You are building a server. That's a server. That has to be a server. Oh. But what if there's no seatbelt? Okay. It's a chupacabra. Hang on. We're gonna put Fritz up by the camera. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make that a thumbnail. No, Fritz. If you see my computer shake, it's because he comes over here and he goes boom to the side of my desk and it shakes my whole fucking desk. 21 years as 11 Bravo? How's your back, homie? I'm not talking shit. I know it's fucked. Like, it's kind of a rhetorical question. If you're airborne or jump master, your back and your hips and knees are done. You might as well just, shit looks like a roadmap of LA. Nope, one PC. Jeez, what? Why? I mean, what do you need that for? I'm gonna be okay. I just gotta ask. Like with a build like that, you could, I don't know, land the space shuttle. Mrs. Linecrosser, yeah? I don't have any treats for them. Oh, yeah, I'm out. Just wanted to say hi to Scrotum and Bones. Fritz, you get out from underneath the gate. Your mom's bringing stuff. I legit question why we use missiles when we have space lasers just to keep cost and public knowledge down. I don't know if we have space lasers, but we definitely have lasers. Like 1,000%. HLC 2028, don't you put that evil on me. Fritz, what are you doing? All right. We have a reload on the treats. Speak. Good boy. Fritz, sit. Sit. No, Fritz, sit. Sit. Okay, good boy. Well, he kind of dropped it, but he got it. Here, these are tiny. You get another one. These are tiny. You get another one. There we go. Dude is building Skynet. Yeah, I don't know what he's building. Like, that's a lot of hardware, man. 500 FPS on Battlefield 6 across 3 instances. Dude has 5 logins for Battlefield 6, all playing at the exact same time, running 700 frames per second. He's literally lit his monitors on fire. Instead of hip, I got square. I don't know what that means. Oh, the hip to be a square. Antonov is Ukrainian. No, I believe the AN-225. Yeah, that's Ukrainian. Because everyone has $10,000 to waste on a cup for Minecraft. Wait, what's the cup for Minecraft? I don't understand. Peace, host. Thank you for your service. Enjoy Civvy Life. Keep the streams coming. Man, I will be here. Thank you so much, Nuclear Gravy. Appreciate it. Trying to beat the anti-cheat. I'm going to cheat everywhere. You're on your 10 minutes break? Heck yeah. Well, welcome. Enjoy yourself. I have 2. Okay. I was like, yeah, the other one's back over in his bed. He just chilling. He big chilling. 140,000 in parts alone. Why? Why? When I export a video, a 10, 15 minute video, it takes usually a minute and a half, 2 minutes max. By the time, before I could click render, it would be done if I had resources like that. I'd be like, oh, let me render this. And as my mouse goes there, it's like render complete. Fucking don't render. Don't even think about rendering. I did it before you thought about it. Like, dude, it's no. Dude, that is an insane PC. Like, there's no doubt, Bell. I'm a system builder and YouTube keeps trying to slow or block my totally harmless chat. Putin said they've reached an understanding. I haven't gotten any of the details yet. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic. I kind of wanted to make a joke about like 2 narcissists walk into a room. Look, just because they're both narcissists does not mean that they're the same. I know Trump is absolutely full of himself. 100,000%. But so far, we're not doing too bad. Putin is full of himself. He's just fucking it up. And I don't know if he's unintelligent. I don't think Putin is unintelligent. I really don't. I feel like everyone between him and the soldiers on the ground is incompetent. I feel like that's what's going on. Buff made it to space. Oh, you heard Buff was coming? 4K, 8K video renderings, or maybe Blender machine. Yeah, he gets that kind of PC, and he plays like Fortnite. Something like that. Happy retirement from a Navy vet. Hostler. I don't know. Productions, thank you so much. Looking forward to December 13th. Go Navy. Look, we're going to have to put the hurting on you. This is the thing. I don't think that our SecDef is a former Army guy. I don't think he's going to let the Navy beat us. I'm sorry. Just don't think so. He's playing Minesweeper. Putin is surrounded by yes men. I mean, he kind of did that to himself, because if you tell Vladimir Putin no, you take a big step out of a very small window. You know what I'm saying? How goes the fitness challenge? Also been a while. Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah, you can get a hell yeah. Fitness challenge going good. Went to the gym every single day this week, except for today. I didn't get a chance to go today because I literally woke up at 7 and I was out the door at 7:15, and I didn't get back home until 2:30, 3 o'clock, and then we had to go do something, and then we went and grabbed a lunch dinner thing, and then I came back home and I started streaming. But other than that, fitness challenge goes good. I did a solid week of diet. I did a solid week of workouts, so I'm pretty happy. Looking up the former richest person in Russia. Corrupt more than incompetent, probably. That might be. That might be. See, here's the thing. There's corruption in every country that exists, and I want people to understand that, right? I'm not singling out Russia, saying that they're more corrupt. While they might be, I don't know. Do I think they're more corrupt than Ukraine? I don't know. But the difference is Ukraine is kind of dealing with the corruption because NATO held everything above their head. I don't know if you guys know this, but NATO was like, if you don't deal with your corruption, you're not getting shit from us. The next week, they started arresting motherfuckers like crazy. So where Ukraine is trying to deal with it to get what they need, Russia just isn't. So I don't know. Dude, the fog of war is so thick right now. I don't know. Happy retirement, brother. Love your content. A4 Skyhawk in a video habitually asking. I think I know which one the A4 Skyhawk is. I think I can see it in my head. I don't know if I have a reason to use it yet, but I'll look. 4 hours of video rendered in 10 minutes. Try me. F the fearmongers. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. What also, and I could be reading way too far into this, is that what I read was that Vladimir Putin was, looking forward to the talks with President Trump, which is great. And then he said if they can reach an agreement, he wanted to talk about the amount of nuclear weapons that each country has and possibly entering a new treaty, which is great. It's wonderful. But I also made the joke as buff to you're just going to break it anyways. We don't know if they actually broke it. They just said they did, okay, in the past. So this could be one of two ways. One, he genuinely cares about the welfare of the entire world. Highly doubtful from him, but that's a possibility. Possibility number two, he didn't invest enough in his nuclear weapons, and now they're all fucked and they don't work. Also a very real possibility. So I don't know. I have no idea. The A4 is the badass looking one. Is that the one that it's all fat in the front and it's super skinny in the back? Let me check. No, that's not the one that I was thinking of. A4 Skyhawk? Yeah, that's definitely not the one that I was thinking of. There's no corruption in the great nation of Britain. I'm now being arrested for using a VPN. Oh, man. I mean, every country has it, man. I don't. I think we kind of started on this path when everyone in first world countries was words hurt. When that became an agreed upon idea that words hurt, I feel like we headed down a really, really sketchy path. And it's not my place to judge either way, but I could walk up to anybody on the street and they're like, you're fat and stupid. Cool. Does not matter to me. I have to respect you first to like your opinion. So, I don't know, man. Again, outside looking in, and the news cares about what gets the news watched. And that's important. So just like Cody says, donut operator, never miss an opportunity to bully a reporter. You should always bully reporters. That's just the way it is. Okay. However, from the outside looking in, it does look like the United Kingdom is making some very authoritative decisions. But I'm sure to us, or to them, our current administration is making some very authoritative decisions. So I don't know, right? Because they only care about what is going to get them views. That's really all they care about. You need a career in review video where you memorialize Army systems retired while you were in Glorious the Kiowa Warrior. Bro, I got a Kiowa story. Maybe next time I'm on Unsub or say hi to Eli. I got a Kiowa story. Kiowa pilots are kick-ass. We had a lady arrested for a tweet and just Google Ricky Jones and you'll see what UK is screwed. Not using a VPN right now. Open up. We know you're using a VPN and your router. All right, mate, do you got a TV license? Well, there we have it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at our 2-hour mark. I am so glad you all came here to join me on my retirement day. Seriously. I've been kind of back and forth in my feels and stuff like that, and I am so thankful and blessed to have you guys in my life and being so supportive of the videos that I make and my comedy and my stories and stuff like that. I really, words cannot express how thankful I am for every single one of you guys. So as always, watch out for one another. I care about you guys. I genuinely do. Okay. Don't do the enemy any fucking favors. Stick it out. All right. See you guys next Friday.